And now, welcome to 30 at 6. My old friend Mike Dixon.
Thank you, Rob.
Going to talk about the good old days, huh?
I think so. What do you think?
I think my dollar's my vote nowadays when I shop. And back then, I got a lot more votes out of a dollar, right?
You sure did. Rob, think of about this time of year, heading to downtown Elkton on a Friday night or Saturday night or Rising Sun, Port Deposit, Chesapeake City. The height of the Christmas season was underway. And people were heading downtown and they were going to department stores like Newberry's. You know, you could probably find just about anything you wanted to for Christmas there. If you didn't get it there, go on down the street to Faye's women's clothing store, Sigmund's men's store. Enormous amount of selections. And so when you left your house in one of the outlying parts of the county, you were off to downtown Elkton on a Friday and Saturday, and you were going to come home with Christmas gifts.
I remember shopping with my grandmother in Newberry's back in the 60s.
Yeah.
All the way from Cecil.
Yeah. It was quite the department store. Yeah. And you know, even like before you got the week before Christmas and shopping was really underway, they'd have special things like sometimes Santa would come in by helicopter. Can you imagine? And he'd parachute out on the roof of the Newberry's department store, and the fire department would put up the ladder. So these were grand times, and every one of our towns would have something like that going on.
That's pretty awesome. And then it all kind of changed a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, you know, you figure like the Big Elk Mall came along about 1975, 1976. Well, that's a little bit of a pull from the downtown. So department stores, drug stores, hardware stores. Then along come things like even bigger malls like Christiana Mall, some smaller malls in Delaware. So there was a period of time, I guess late in the 20th century, where a lot of the stores migrated out of downtown. But you know what? We were downtown Northeast, Friday night, Saturday night, Chesapeake City. They're doing quite well. Not the same old way that we were just talking about with department stores and hardware stores and things like that, but many of our towns have very successfully remade themselves, and they're quite alive with the holidays right now.
Niche type stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What a great place, niche type stuff. What a great place to go for a unique and niche Christmas gift.
Absolutely.
For your unique and niche people on your gift list.
Absolutely. Have you been shopping?
I have been shopping. In fact, I shopped because of Cash for Christmas. We don't want to let our viewers forget Cash for Christmas in downtown Elkton. I shopped at Brookben's Interior. Yep. Got a lovely gift from my wife. I can't reveal what it is. She watches the show religiously. And it was fun. They have a lot of neat stuff in there, stuff you're not going to find at Christiana Mall.
And that's the niche. Hospitality, fine food, lively music and entertainment, and fine gifts. Yeah,
and I signed John, one of the storekeepers there. Mm-hmm. I signed a little card, and he was going to turn. I didn't have to do anything. I just signed my name and phone number. He turns it in for Cash for Christmas, so I could win.
Was Santa in town?
Santa. Funny you should mention that. This coming Friday, Mike. Every Santa in the known universe is going to be in Elkton because they're having SantaCon. You wear your Santa stuff and do a kind of a pub crawl for all, Minahanes and C3 and...
Santa's going to do a pub crawl?
Well, Santa wannabes.
Oh, wannabes.
So if you were to put on your Santa Claus hat, and I would too, we could,
we could go
make the rounds this Friday.
I got it. Yeah.
So that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, it was quite an exciting time, and it's very exciting times in our downtowns today, too.
Has anything endured? I mean, I know American Home and Hardware has been there, but they changed names, right?
Yeah, American Home and Hardware, but it's still the same family store, or a family-owned corporation, originally traded as Elkton Supply, but it too was. It's amazing how many stores we had. It was called Elkton Supply, but it's really the same operation. It was a destination for Christmas. Did you ever go into Kramer's 5 and 10 in Northeast?
Yes. Yes.
Same type of thing. You go there, or the DeWitt's Western Auto Store. And every town would have a little Western Auto, Northeast Western Auto. So there was a lot. But, I think the highlight, Rob, for the kids, just like you were talking about the pub crawl, minus the crawl part, that is, was when Santa would arrive in town. And boy, every one of these towns would have a grand little parade, and here comes the fire truck, and Santa would be arriving. Sometimes the police would be escorting him and make sure he had a good time. So it was quite a time. And of course, the holly tree would be all illuminated. And Once you finish shopping, say in downtown Northeast, you might go over to the Holly Tree and visit Santa over there. So
Right.
there was a lot going on in those days.
And we can, as you drive by on Route 40, you can see it lit up.
Yeah,
Still,
yeah.
nowadays.
Can, yeah. So it's a very old tradition. It's still with us too.
If you ask me, you can't get enough what's traditional nowadays.
Yeah.
One more thing, Mike. I know you're the historian for the Cecil County Historical Society. If people wanted to research how the shopping was back in the day,
Yeah.
I'm sure you have archive material that they can
yeah,
check things
yeah.
out.
So like, in the 60s and 70s, the county had two newspapers, the Whig that is still with us, but there was another paper, the Democrat. And boy, this was a good time of year for the newspapers. And you'd grab the papers and they would have their flyers and specials. And you could see the names of the department stores. You could see what the promotions were. We had a local radio station, WSER, 5,000 watts on sunrise and off at sunset.
Yes, yes.
Played the popular tunes. They would be downtown with Santa because, the radio station had to cover it. Actually, what's interesting there, Rob, is a lot of the little pieces of audio from the radio station survived. So you can listen to kind of the Christmas jingles as the stores promote themselves and things like that. So it's kind of nice little traces from the past.
Well,
and thousands of photographs.
Makes me want to visit the Historical Society on Main Street in Elkton
Come on in.
and renew my membership.
That would be
$20,
great.
right?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much, Rob.